serve cold, but the Wolves and the Hawks never shiver in the snow. The Bulls keep it running, the Sox run the South, the Cubs run the North, but the Bears run the house. True Chicago sports fans got their ears to the street. Any team make a move and they never skip a beat. And in this house, this is where we be. Welcome to the show with E-Roc and Big-Z.
Welcome to Chicago. Coming from the True Chicago Sports Fan Cave, this is the TCSF podcast with your host, E-Roc and Big-Z.
Yeah.
Episode 51 is brought to you by 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, ACSI, and Grit Clothing Company. Don't forget to go to gritclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for the keyword True Chicago and use our promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off your entire order. That is TrueFan15. Go get your official TCSF shirts now.
Go get them. You.
As always, I am Big Z, and I'm here with my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, E-Roc, and special guest today, Gigantor.
What up?
What up, E?
What's good, Z? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in. If you are a first-timer or a long-timer, please remember to hit that subscribe button, that notify button, and give us those 5 stars. You know we deserve it on your listening app of choice. And don't forget, you can support the show with a monthly subscription at anchor.fm/True Chicago Sports Fans/support. Guys, let me tell you a little bit about our friends over at ACSI. With over 50 expert technicians in the Chicagoland area, ACSI offers a one-stop shop for telecom wiring. Whether residential cable installation, fiber to the home, or commercial structured cable wiring. Guys, let me tell you the most impressive thing about ACSI. During these hard times, the ACSI crew did their thing during the COVID-19 pandemic, and ACSI was awarded HACIA's 2020 Contractor of the Year award. The best part is that ACSI is growing bigger and better than ever. ACSI is now hiring for field sales, technicians, and project managers. Check out acsi.tech, that's acsi.tech, and click on careers to apply today.
Go get you a job.
That's right. Gigantor in the house. What up?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Great, man. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Can't complain.
How was your week, boys?
Go ahead, Gigantor.
Well, I had a pretty good week. Celebrated the birthday with you fellas and a couple other friends, and went out to the Mikey O comedy show, which was fantastic.
Shout out to Mikey.
Shout out to Mikey O.
Pat Tomasulo.
Pat Tomasulo's hilarious.
My expectations going in was not high because
The bar was low.
Because I had seen him before and I didn't like it.
Oh,
but,
really?
Yeah. The first time I seen him, I didn't like it, but I'll give him props. He did his thing. He did his thing Thursday night. We had a good time.
Well, that's what you want. You want improvement.
That's my
right?
point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was like, well, he says a couple funny things on the news from time to time.
Right.
Sarcastic, I get it. But, he blew my expectations out of the water.
He did a good job. All of the comedians that went up there, did their thing. It was a great time. It was fun to get out, with the crew and celebrate the birthday. And, my pop's birthday was the same day, too. 85 years old. Can you believe that?
85 years young.
Yeah. Hey.
Young.
Hey, you
Forever young.
hey, you got to appreciate every birthday. So
That's right.
look, we got a lot to talk about this week. We're going to talk about a possible White Sox trade. Is that really there? The Cubs' first ever combined no-hitter. A Chicago Bulls player is in the Olympics, and a lawsuit against a former Blackhawks coach. And Scottie Pippen done lost his mind.
Oh, no.
But first, it's time for veteran TCSF reporter Big-Z and the Big Three with Big-Z.
Thanks, E-Roc. I am Big Z, and you're not. Now for today's stories. The Portland Trail Blazers named Chauncey Billups as the franchise's next coach late Sunday night.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the team reached an agreement on a 5-year deal with a former LA Clipper assistant that includes a team option for the last season, sources told ESPN. The Blazers hired Chauncey Billups as a coach despite the backlash over a 1997 sexual assault allegation.
Allegedly.
Well, they settled out of court. So
it is an allegation. It's
an allegation, right? So we don't know if it's true or not because those records are sealed.
Right.
So everyone's losing their damn mind because a black coach was accused of something 20 years ago. He may not be the same person from 20 years ago.
Right.
You know? But there's a dude that just got hired by Mark Cuban in Dallas by the name of Jason Kidd. I remember there was some stories about multiple times him beating his wife.
So,
there was no uproar there though. Is it because he's white?
I mean, is he? Is he?
I don't know.
Is Jason Kidd? He's like beige.
He's beige. He's stupid.
Khaki, I think.
Khaki. But look, man. You know, if you look at the way that society and the media will view Jason Kidd, it is as a black man, but you know we're looking at a dark-skinned black man versus a light-skinned black man. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, there could be some validity to that. I mean, hey, look at the times we're living in. We thought that any of this stuff would be over, but guess what?
Apparently not.
So
just like you said, it matters until it doesn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, look, Chauncey getting a shot, I think that's cool.
Yes, I do.
I mean, he's one of these dudes that you could tell for a long time that was going to be a good coach in NBA.
Usually point guards, yeah. They're really, obviously, you know, they run the offense, of course.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, and then we got Jason Kidd on the other hand, who somehow coming right off of his retirement went into coaching right away because didn't he coach the Nets,
Milwaukee, the Nets, yeah.
Like what? So naturally, he was going to go back to the Mavs at some point. You know, especially he got a relationship with Mark Cuban, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do as head coach with Luka down there. That should be interesting.
He's going to make Luka a way better passer.
Well, absolutely, and now you take Luka with his shot and his game now and add more passing ability.
Oh my God!
Tell me that's not going to be the best player in the league.
Oh yeah. All right, story number 2.
Ugh.
Oh boy,
Ugh.
Naylor from the Cleveland Indians. He's an outfielder.
Naylor, I don't even know her.
Yeah. Hey. All righty then. He's here all week. So Naylor suffered an injury, a gruesome fashion. He collided with his second baseman Ernie Clement during the bottom of the 4th inning in the Indians' 8-2 loss to the Minnesota Twins on last Monday. After the two players collided in right field while running at full speed over a fly ball, Naylor was sent airborne and his right leg buckling underneath him as he landed.
It was super, super gross.
Gruesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to throw some salt or dirt on the man, but
don't do it.
But you know, the Cleveland Indians or the Cleveland team. I'm gonna stop saying Indians. The Cleveland team is falling behind the White Sox. That's the only threat the White Sox have in the division. So
the thing is with this guy is, you know what it looked like? You remember the WWE wrestling buddies? Okay, it looked like someone tackling one of those joints, and they.
Oh boy!
Oh, it was gross. It's one of those things.
Was it Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah. I've seen like the real gross injuries in UFC. And
Anderson Silva with his leg dangling.
Right.
And recently Weidman. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember when Junior Seau's arm got like. And Alex Smith, but you don't expect that ever to happen in baseball. And what it does, Paul George is another one.
Yes.
That was
that college player. Remember when he shot the 3 and his leg just snapped.
Well, also the way it happened, you know, he got thrown in the air first, and on his when he landed, obviously he didn't stick that landing.
Simone Biles.
Oh, no.
All right, story number 3, sticking with the NBA. ESPN analyst Jalen Rose apologized for his comments he made about Cleveland Cavaliers star Kevin Love.
Is Kevin Love still a star in the NBA?
He's not a star.
Is he a star?
No, he's not. He's a moon.
Mediocre.
He's a moon. He's not a star. He's just orbiting stuff and collecting paychecks. Okay. So being part of Team USA for the Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Why is he on the team?
Why not? You know why he's on the team?
You know, well, this guy Jalen Rose said last Thursday, Jalen Jacoby. He said why? He said Kevin Love is on the team because tokenism. So he's a token white guy. Is pretty much what he's saying.
Wow. Wait, hold on. I've never heard of the token white guy.
Well, it's all about reverse racism now. Everyone's a victim now.
There's no such thing as reverse racism. It's racism or racism. But there's no reverse racism. It doesn't work that way.
Well,
you can't reverse it.
That's the way people. That's the way they think. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's just a reverse token now.
Yeah. Jesus. This man should not be on the Summer Olympic team. There's better players that are out there, younger players.
That may be so, but you also have to have players that accept the invitation.
I'll take Patrick Williams over him.
Has he?
Well,
I don't know,
Love
man.
didn't have a great season either.
No,
not
he
for his
didn't.
team. Like,
No, he
even for
didn't.
his team, they could have picked anybody else off that
You got to
team.
remember. I mean, if you look at the team as a whole, these are guys that are like either the best player on their team or up and coming stars. So I mean, it's not like
I
these are
remember the
garbage
Dream
players.
Team ended up picking up a player for their last spot that was a college player coming in as a rookie, right? Mr. Christian Leitner.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can put one of the rookies up there and see what he can do. Give him some experience with the veterans.
Yeah,
True.
I mean, hey, look, I was talking about it before. I'm excited to see Luka in the Olympics, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think to me that's going to be more interesting than watching Team USA.
Oh, wait. No. You still have on Spain, you have the Gasol brothers playing.
Both.
Yeah, I don't care about them old ass Gasol.
And-
All right, no, you better be
Nikola.
watching them.
No,
And
nah,
Nikola.
nah.
Yeah, Nikola, yeah, he's over there too.
No, I'm trying to. I'm interested. I don't even know what the hell country Luka was. He Serbian?
Bro, I have no idea.
Well, okay, one of them. Countries.
Eastern countries. Yes, Eastern.
Let's say it that
Let's
way.
say Eastern countries. Eastern European, yes.
European.
Yes, let's be politically correct right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I'm interested in seeing what he's gonna do. I just think like to me right now, he is definitely gonna be the biggest player and the best player in the league very soon. Especially if
Oh
he
yeah,
gets
he's
that-
gonna be dominating pretty soon. Look
especially
at
if he
this.
gets that passing. But yeah, I mean, look, Kevin Love. I mean, what I was getting at was the fact that, you know, you look at the coaches and the people who are running these teams. At some point, I mean, has Kevin Love played in the Olympics yet? So you get he's like the last cycle. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, it's your cycle of guys. Does that make sense?
I know what you're
Like,
trying to
this
say.
is-
So you're saying
Like,
because
like
it-
Chris
because-
Paul. Like Chris Paul has played on the
Right,
Olympics and
right.
won gold twice. So he's
Right.
like, I'm done. I don't need it.
Exactly.
Give it to a young kid.
Exactly. Or a guy that hasn't had his chance yet. And when you had Chris Bosh and you had LeBron and you had all these guys, you know what I mean? But you still have Durant on the team. So it's not like it's not like it's a team full of bums, but you don't have Harden, you don't have Kyrie, but you got like Bam Adebayo and a few other players. We got a Bulls player we're going to talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, these are not. It's not scrubs by any means. It's just not the best because it's not that big of a deal anymore. When Jordan and Bird and Magic did it on the
Well,
Jordan,
that's because
Jordan
the
in
USA
his
lost.
heyday.
That's because USA lost.
Right,
So
but
they're
I'm
like,
saying-
no more college players. Let's put the pros in, and we want to win.
But
Yeah.
Jordan in the middle of his career and Bird and Magic on the end of their career, hey, it's a thing. It's an honor. Go play for the Olympic team, and Kevin Love happens to be the guy who's next up to get his shot to be able to be a part of it. Because I mean, do we really what do we really care about USA basketball? Do we really care about that right now?
I want them to win a gold medal.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
We're going to have USA pride. Yes.
Woohoo! Yeah,
It'll be a good last hurrah for him. I mean, obviously doesn't have many years left of great play
yeah.
when he hasn't really played well in the last couple of seasons. So.
He's been all right, but I mean, he was brought over to be a running mate with LeBron, and he just kind of got left there when he
Once he went to Cleveland, his
Which is
numbers
fine.
were just
So you're
not the
saying he's
same.
jogging and he's not running?
And the thing is,
No,
is that
of
there
course.
was no shot he was ever going to get a title where he was. So I mean, hey, he went to Cleveland, he's got a title. Now he's back to a crap town, and
It's always been a crap town.
the mistake by the lake. Well, I'm saying now
Yeah.
he's in Cleveland instead of a different crap town.
Instead of Minnesota.
Yeah. So
You betcha.
all right, y'all. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with E-Roc and Big-Z.
Yeah.
This is The Loop, our Chicago sports roundup where we keep you in the loop.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Yo, E, what's going on with these Chicago Bears?
Bears, tons of Bears news. A couple of Chicago Bears landed on the Pro Football Focus 50 best players in the NFL this week. Coming in at number 6 for the edge rush, Khalil Mack. Mack was once again the highest graded edge defender in the NFL last season, finishing the campaign with an overall PFF grade of 92.3.
Wow.
Only Mack and TJ Watt finished the year with PFF grades above 90 in run defense and as a pass rusher. For Mack, it was his 5th PFF grade above 90 in 7 years at the NFL level, with the other two seeing him slip only to the level of 86.0. He recorded 59 total pressures, including the playoffs.
You know what? Does his Madden rating go up then?
6th best player in the NFL, including everybody else.
No, I know that. That's NFL, right? Yeah.
NFL.
So
The whole league.
So what's his Madden rating then?
93. 93.
There you
They
go.
don't give many people the 99 anymore.
No?
No.
No,
99s are very, very scarce now.
I only play Tecmo Bowl, so I don't know.
Hey, what team are you playing with Tecmo Bowl?
I don't remember anymore.
The
man.
Oakland
You want me to
team.
remember?
You gotta play with Oakland.
You gotta play
or
with
the Bears.
Oakland.
Those are your two teams.
First
You got to
of
play
all,
with Oakland and player number 34.
Bo Jackson.
I
no,
said
he
that
was
as a
34.
passing comment. I wasn't. I don't know. But
Oh,
here's
boy.
the thing. One more player did land on that list, and
Who else?
at number 34,
Hey,
Allen Robinson.
Rob.
Robinson has never even had a vaguely competent quarterback throwing him the football, and that
Poor
dates
guy.
back to at least high school and perhaps even beyond that.
High school.
The likes of Christian Hackenberg,
Who?
Blake Bortles,
Who?
Mitchell Trubisky,
Who?
and post deal with the devil Nick Foles have meant the version of a Robinson we've only seen is a fraction of what he could be with a real quarterback.
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
Justin Fields can provide that once he gets on the field, but even without that competent quarterback, Robinson was the number 5 graded receiver in the league last year with a mark of 88.4 overall. He is a perennial top 10 receiver and has achieved all that without the benefit of having a quality passer that most other great receivers have. I mean, we've talked about it before, the fact that A-Rob is able to do A-Rob things with crap. With absolute crap quarterbacks.
if you put him with, and I hate bringing this team up because we don't like them, but if you give him Aaron Rodgers throwing to him, he's a Pro Bowl caliber player that's gonna just dominate.
Absolutely. Every year. I mean, he'll go for the ball. He's quick. He's smart.
Just give him old man Drew Brees.
And,
Is even better.
and the thing is that A-Rob is not a fast guy. He's a quick guy, and he's a very good route runner. And the thing is that we have to see, with him being in the franchise year, what's going to happen on that field. And if Justin Fields gets on the field and dominates, or even looks like we think he should look, there is no way you can let A-Rob go, because
No, you
he
can't.
should be the guy that mentors and guides Justin Fields into his next 5 years of his career. And
They should be
now-
BFFs,
and
right?
Now I think about, you got Justin Fields and you got Mooney and you got our little running back there. We got Tariq
Cohen.
Okay, Monty, and I think about
Cole Kmet.
Cole
Kmet.
Kmet, man. Let me tell you, Cole Kmet looks like an absolute beast. He was among a handful of the young tight ends that attended the Tight End University Summit last weekend, and he got to learn from tight ends all across the league, including Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Greg Olsen. There is a picture of Cole Kmet just flexing and doing working out in the gym, and George Kittle is over there looking at him with his looking at us, so he's like, damn. So I mean, like, I can't wait for Cole Kmet to really break out as a Notre Dame fan, as a Bears fan. This kid is from Chicago.
Yep.
And if the Bears end up moving to Arlington Heights, he is from Arlington Heights. So think about this.
He's gonna roll out of bed and go to the game.
It's like, hey, Ma, you got any more biscuits? Okay, I'm going to work. Walk
Right.
across the street.
Right.
So another honor for another great young Chicago Bears defender. Roquan Smith earned a spot at NFL.com's All-Under-25 team. The former 8th overall pick had a breakout season last year where he garnered second-team All-Pro honors. But there is an argument to be made that he should have been first team All-Pro.
Yes.
Definitely.
Last season, he had a career-high 139 tackles, including 98 solos, 18 for loss, 6 quarterback hits, 4 sacks, 7 pass defenses, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I was going to say
Oh
that.
my
I was
God.
waiting for you. I was like, wait till he finishes. Partridge in a pear tree.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. So, look, man, he got a career best grade from Pro Football Focus as well. I mean, he's a stud. He had a little hiccup early in his career where he something was going on mentally. I don't know if it was something he blamed on something mentally or if it was something real and he just smoothed it out or whatever. But let me tell you,
Doesn't matter.
the man is a stud. He's probably the best first-round pick that Ryan Pace has ever had. So,
Absolutely.
Until Justin Fields produces.
yeah, caveats.
Until.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Let's put a pin in
Hey,
that one.
You're looking at football cards on the back, right?
Stop.
Stats on the back.
Stop bringing up the future. We're talking about right now.
Talking about right now.
We're talking about right now.
We talking about practice?
So
Practice.
check it out. Yeah, hey, since we're talking about practice,
There you go.
Adam Johns was on Twitter, and he said that he is told that the Bears will be hosting the Dolphins for a couple of joint practices before their preseason game on August 14th. They'll be at Hellas Hall, and the Bears plan to practice with the Broncos last year was scrapped because of the pandemic. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to Mike One, my favorite Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
man.
time.
Yeah.
You're a Dolphin
Huge.
fan?
He
Yeah,
was a
for
huge fan.
For some reason, man.
Oh, Mike Shula, undefeated season. Dan Marino.
I've had friends that Dan Marino was their favorite quarterback because he threw 420 career touchdowns. 420, baby. That's what that was about. So
But Mike's
It all
always been a
makes
huge
sense,
Dolphins fan.
Yeah,
like, no
so-
matter what. So
yeah,
that was
so
awesome.
and it's funny because those that know that Mike One passed away a few years ago, and when the Bears played the Dolphins, they were actually up, and then the Dolphins came back and whooped us, and I was like, "Damn you, Mike!" I says, "I know what you're doing to me. I know what you're doing to me because you know I'm watching this game, man." So,
Yep.
but anyway, listen, there is a big story going on with some criminal activity on the West Side.
Oh, boy.
What's
What's
going on with that, Z?
The Chicago Blackhawks have retained a former federal prosecutor to conduct an independent review of the Brad Aldrich allegations. Team CEO Danny Wirtz told staffers in a memo on Monday. According to the lawsuit filed by unidentified former Blackhawks player, Aldrich, a former video coach, sexually assaulted him and another player during the 2010 playoff run to the Stanley Cup title. The player, referred to as John Doe in the filing, is seeking more than $150,000 in damages.
What the hell is a video coach?
He puts the video package together for the coaches to see.
It sounded like he was trying to video their package.
Hey! All right, stop making fun of this.
Not funny.
Not funny. All right. So, after leaving the Blackhawks, Aldrich was convicted in 2013 in Michigan of 4th-degree criminal assault. What is 4th degree?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta look. I can get my law degree soon. Of sexual conduct involving a student, and is now on the state's registry of sex offenders.
500 feet.
So this is the big problem here, and we were talking about this a little bit before the show. If this had come out then in 2010,
You would have avoided this.
you would have
issue.
avoided the issue
Right.
in Michigan where there was sexual
On a young child.
criminal sexual conduct involving a student, probably a high school student. But this could have been avoided.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. 2 players from the 2010 team told The Athletic on Friday that Aldrich's alleged assault of 2 other players was well known. Every single guy on the team knew. An unidentified player told the 2010 Stanley Cup winning team that told The Athletic. So pretty much they told the organization, hey, this is going on. Everybody
Right.
in the team knows that this was going on, and no one did anything about it.
Yeah, so I mean, like a lot of players did acknowledge that there was something going on. Nick Boynton, he's a defenseman on that 2010 team. He told The Athletic that he was aware of the incident and he trusted the then skills coach Paul Vincent to alert upper management to take necessary steps to remedy the situation. Brent Sopel, a name that we know,
Yeah.
another member of the team, he tweeted the report was accurate.
Well, I mean, what you do is you tell your coach, and it's the chain of command, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And you expect the chain of command to go all the way to the top when it's something this serious. What the hell are they doing?
Yeah, so I mean, according to TSN, those two players did tell the coach that there was inappropriate behavior by Aldridge. Vincent said that he told the news outlets that he told team executives, including team president John McDonough and general manager Stan Bowman, to report the allegations to Chicago police, but that his request was rejected.
Wow.
So, what?
Oh, boy, no.
What the hell?
Oh, well, the thing is that when it's something of criminal intent, you don't need to tell your employer. You can go straight to the police. But they were trying to do the right thing by saying, I'm going to go keep it in-house as far as going up the chain of command. Now, that once they didn't do anything, he should have went straight to the Chicago police and said, hey, this is what's going on. I have to report this.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that at all, but what I'll say is that fear of losing your job will make you do strange things.
I'd rather lose my job
No, I don't.
than a child get molested.
Right, but I mean, look, it's different when it's a child at the time, or like if this is a college, but this is, a grown man assaulting other grown men, and I think there you have first of all, there's stigma. You're a man, be a man. You're a man, that's not a real thing.
Right.
Women can sexually assault men.
Yes,
you know
they
what I mean? Like it goes all the way around. So once it's if it's a man against a woman, it says, hey, now we're paying attention. But a man, I'm like, get the hell, you know what I mean? Like it's that kind of thing. It's very
stigma,
easy to get swept under the rug because be macho, ignore that. That's not a big deal. What are you talking about? It's not real.
Yeah. Vincent told TSN, I feel a weight has been lifted off me.
Yeah.
I will stand up in court and say what happened. I know what the team did to cover this up, and coming forward was the right thing to do.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
credit to TSN, USA Today, WBEZ, and The Athletic for all of their hard work and reports.
Yeah, so I want to say that WBEZ, which is
Channel 2?
NPR.
NPR.
So they were one of the first ones to start investigating this, and they're really the ones that got the wheels rolling on this. But I mean, 11 years later, and it's just really now coming to light, and
Unfortunately, sexual assault, that stuff really comes out later on.
Yes.
Just
because again, just like I just talked about,
the role of emotions that you got to go through.
It's shameful.
Yes.
It's shameful. I can't believe I let this happen to me. But if someone were to physically harm you and maim you, right away, hey, say, you know what I mean? So it's a different type of assault, but I mean, it's just the way that your brain perceives it, and you bring shame, and it's my fault. I did this, and if it becomes a thing, you guys, you can't hold it in. You just have to be brave, I guess. I don't know, man. But if you see something, say something.
Say something, yes,
someone
please.
reports something to you, you have to get that out.
And unfortunately, with a situation like this, some people take it as hearsay until they have some proof, and that's the reason why they, kind of.
I mean, and
well, there was proof. The rest of the players knew about it.
Yeah, right.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
but, there's some people who are like, being upper management, they're like, oh, well, maybe these guys.
Well, that's the thing. Is now that a lot of upper management knew, so they're at fault as well.
Exactly.
So the child that was assaulted in Michigan, their parents or whoever their guardians should be suing the Blackhawks.
Yep.
And everybody in that front office, I'm gonna milk the crap out of them because it's their fault.
Yep.
Run it straight
That
up the
this
flagpole.
happened to my child.
Straight up the flagpole.
Absolutely, because you could have stopped that then.
Exactly. All right. The other team on the Madhouse on Madison with no controversy, fortunately.
Right now.
Yeah. The
Wait,
Chicago Bulls.
Not yet.
No, I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it clean now. Chicago Bulls guard Zach LaVine made the U.S. Olympic team. Rightfully so. The dude's a killer.
He's a beast.
LaVine will wear number 5 as part of the loaded backcourt that also features Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Drew Holiday.
So he's not going to get playing time?
Oh, no, he should get playing time. Devin Booker's hurt.
But what? Book got a busted up face, but he'll still play the Olympics. Jason Tatum and Dame. Okay, you're going to tell me, is Zach better than Dame?
No.
Is he better than Jason Tatum?
Yes.
Is he better than Jason Tatum?
Yes.
That was confirmed twice.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, everyone is entitled to be wrong.
Yeah, that's why you're wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
So this
Moving on to controversial stuff again.
This is the big one.
That's what she said.
This is the big one.
All right, I can't say that. Hey. All right, so Scottie Pippen, who is off his effing rocker, says Phil Jackson drawing up the final shot versus the Knicks for Tony Kukoc was racially motivated.
Before we go any further,
Pippen, what the hell are you smoking, man?
listen.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic marketing campaign
For what?
for that whiskey he just dropped. Because let me tell
I
you
heard
something.
it's crap.
Oh, even if it's crap, I mean, it's like what is it? It's the Sam Jackson beer. It gets you drunk.
Get you drunk.
So there's no way you're not telling me.
Wait. Sam Jackson has a beer?
You don't remember that from
You remember
Chappelle's
the
show?
Chappelle show skit?
Chappelle
No.
Instead of
Did
Samuel
I miss
Adams,
the- I must have missed
Samuel
it.
Adams, it was
Sam-
Samuel Jackson.
It gets you drunk. Yeah, oh yeah.
Guess what I'm watching tonight?
Yeah, season 1, baby.
But that's the only explanation that I have that this whiskey is either so good that he can't stop drinking it or so bad that he has to drink all of it so it doesn't exist anymore, because that's the only thing that explains what the hell is happening right now.
What is wrong with this guy? Oh my goodness. So
I mean, last week it was Durant. This week it's Jackson.
Yeah.
right. Going after Durant. Like, come on, dude. He's a good player. All right. An extensive interview with GQ published last week. Pippen characterized former Chicago Bulls coach Phil Jackson's decision to give a rookie. First of all, he wasn't a. I mean, technically, yes,
He was
NBA
an
rookie,
NBA rookie.
but he has
He was
won
a rookie.
championships
He was a
in
rookie.
Europe. All right. Anyways,
Tomato, tomato.
to give the final shot of a playoff game against the New York Knicks in the 94 as ratio. Okay, so I'm gonna call this as horse. You know what? Because
just like crap.
yeah.
You forget there's like low level swear words that
Manure.
are really,
Well, you know what? I haven't taught in front of kids for a while, so yeah, I forget there's PG stuff. No, this is horse crap.
All right.
Because 2 times during the season, the same play was called for Kukoc, and Pippen inbounded the ball, and there was no issue.
not then at the time when you're winning.
Oh,
You're not going to call it
You
over
forget,
again.
though.
Right,
Hey,
right.
Whoa,
It's
how
playoffs.
funny is that?
But again,
Playoffs.
I am telling you right now.
Playoffs.
Every time you see this dude, every picture, every interview, he's sitting there with that whiskey with the little hand on the bottle. This is a marketing campaign.
This is. That's all he's doing. All media is good media, whether it's bad or yeah. The 6-time NBA champion famously refused to go back into the game. We know that. We know that play. We know that play. You know what? We criticized him then. It looks so bad. Pippen was asked to elaborate during an appearance on the Dan Patrick Show on Monday. His response resulted in further ripping of Jackson. Oh boy. And eventually flowed into calling for former teammate Michael Jordan selfish. Yeah. Jordan is selfish.
Yeah, we all know that.
All right, let's take a listen.
Help me understand the GQ article where you talked about the 1994 playoff game when you refused to go back in the game and Phil set up the play for Tony Kukoc.
Well, I mean, it's not much to be said if you go back and look at when Scottie Pippen entered the Bulls and when Tony Kukoc entered the Bulls and who deserved the last shot of the game.
No, I understand that, Scotty. I'm just going by what you said. You said you need to read between the fine lines, and then you go on to say it was a racial move to give him, Tony Kukoc, a ride.
What?
So, I mean, if you knew that Scottie Pippen had been with the Bulls from 87, battled through the Pistons and every other team that we had to get to those 3 championships, wouldn't you give Scottie Pippen one opportunity to get a last-second shot without Mike?
So I'm gonna stop it right there. Just because one thing, why are you speaking in a third person?
Right. That's how you know you
what
shouldn't
the
take
hell's
this
wrong
serious.
with you?
As soon as you hear that, you're like, well, I guess I'm not going to take you seriously.
No, not at all.
Good
Well, because
God.
Scottie Pippen needs to sell Scottie Pippen whiskey.
Yeah.
What is with the logo on that? It's his hand?
I don't know what it is, bro.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Michael Jordan. Like 1 year without Michael Jordan. Can I get one shot? Like, I'm doing all the dirty work.
He's salty.
Yeah, he's
But all
salty.
of that I understand from the basketball standpoint. But when you say a racial move,
Well, why would Tony, who's a rookie, get the last second shot and you put me out? of
Because
bounds?
you're the decoy,
That's
bro.
what I mean, racial. Like, that was Scottie Pippen's team.
but
Scottie
Phil
Pippen
then,
was
but
on pace to be an MVP that year, right?
yeah.
Okay. Well, why would you put him in a position not to be successful? Why wouldn't you put him in a position to succeed? Michael Jordan is not there. So who's next in line for you?
Wait, I just talked about this.
Okay, so no, this is I'm gonna tell you exactly. Now that hearing more and more and more of it and thinking about it more and more, this is Scottie Pippen he knew. He was like, I'm never going to be better than Michael Jordan. No one's ever going to be better than Michael Jordan. So I know for a fact that I'm the Robin to his Batman. But freaking Tony Kukoc, he's like, I'm the best player that's left on this team. And he wanted his shine because he knew he finally got a chance to get his shine as the best player. And at the last second, when they needed a shot, they didn't go to him. This is years and years of being salty about Michael Jordan. That's what this is.
This has been stirring. This is him putting on the Batman suit and it not fitting.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Well, this is him being salty about
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
And Scottie Pippen needs to realize one thing. Jordan passed the ball to Paxson, passed the ball to these other guys.
Oh, there's some more.
Right?
There's some more.
Oh, wait.
There's more. There's more.
But have you talked to Phil about this? Because by saying a racial move, then you're calling Phil a racist.
I don't got a problem with that.
What?
Do you think Phil was or is?
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you remember Phil Jackson left the Lakers, wrote a book on Kobe Bryant, and then came back and coached him? I mean, who would do that? You name someone in professional sports that would do that.
Phil Jackson.
Oh, first of all, Phil Jackson is one of the all-time winningest coaches. And if Kobe had an issue with that,
right,
Kobe would have addressed it. Because
it's not like he was shy.
Right, because Kobe is the closest thing to Michael Jordan, and Kobe speaks his mind.
100%.
All right, let's listen to some more of this.
Scottie Pippen ain't no punk.
I think he tried to expose Kobe in a way that he shouldn't have. You're the head coach, and you're the guy that sits in the locker room and tells the players, this is a circle, and everything stays within the circle.
Well, I would definitely like to stay inside the circle.
Because that's what team is about. But you as the head coach, open it up. And now you go out and you try to belittle, at that time, probably one of the greatest players in the game.
All right, let's stop right there. First of all this stuff that happened with the Bulls was a closed circle. We didn't know about none of this stuff until the documentary, the 10-part series Last Dance came out.
Right.
Yeah.
So what the hell are you talking about? First of all, the Lakers are the Lakers. I can care less about what's going on with the Lakers. I'm talking about with the Bulls. And you're salty because you didn't get the ball with 1.9 seconds?
I really want to know what is the thing that is inside that whiskey, because he's definitely like super drunk or he's hallucinating or something else, and it sounds awesome. Where can I get this stuff?
And he was the perfect decoy at the time, so why give
this play was run? I told you guys this play was run multiple times during the season, and it worked.
Why give him the ball when you can give it to somebody who's got a decent shot and will most likely be wide open?
And it went in.
Of course. Yeah, exactly.
So you're telling me that you shouldn't let the player that makes the plays?
He's disloyal.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if that makes him a racist.
Well, that's your way of putting it out, and I have my way. I was in the locker room with him. I was in practices with him. You're looking for him afar.
Yeah, and look, that's why I wanted to have you on. But I go back, and Phil designed a play for Steve Kerr when Mike was there.
This is what I'm talking about.
Mike didn't have a problem with that, did he?
I don't want to. You're not setting me up to answer the right question. What do you mean Phil set up a play for Steve Kerr? He didn't set that play for Steve Kerr. He set that play for Michael Jordan.
I thought in the
let me know. I gotta stop this right here. If you watch The Last Dance, Michael Jordan says, "Hey, you're going to be open.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass you the ball.
Shoot it."
And Steve Kerr confirmed it.
Yep.
He said Michael's going to pass. And that's why when they won the championship and they're at Grant Park and Steve Kerr makes the joke, I had to bail out Michael Jordan again. It's funny because Steve Kerr averaged, 6, 8 points a game?
Right.
2 3-pointers and a couple free throws.
Clutch.
That's his job, just to shoot 3-pointers. That's it. You're a decoy.
To throw you the ball, you'll be open at the foul line. And Phil had nothing to do with that?
And you don't want to get this show started because it'll take us a long time. Do you know all those cameras that's sitting in that huddle who they was working for?
The NBA.
So you know who Michael was speaking to when he said that, right? That was planned. That was speaking to the camera.
But the guy hit the shot.
This is just weird.
Speaking out of what we're going to have to do,
sour
what
grapes.
the play is going to be. That was speaking to the camera. Had John Stockton not came down, trust me. But that was building his own documentary because he knew he was controlling the cameras.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Wow. So now he's controlling the cameras. He's controlling the coach. He's controlling everything in the NBA now.
Well, I mean,
while playing.
I mean, is he wrong? You're going to tell me that? Because the way he's coming off is that Michael Jordan was the one that basically set this up, right? And planned this out, right? So, I mean, is he wrong? I mean, I wouldn't put it outside of Jordan to set this up and make sure, like, everything goes as, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
first of all, we know Jordan is an egomaniac.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, does he want the last shot? Yes.
But how can I? Because he gets credit by passing it as well. You know what I mean? Like setting it up. And that's a good, I mean, it was the right basketball play.
It is. And it's not the first or second time he's done that. He did it with John Paxson and did it with Steve Kerr.
Right.
So it benefits him because if he misses, then they blame Jordan. But if somebody else misses, they can't
Jordan's
blame
missed
Jordan.
plenty of game-winning shots.
Right.
No, but exactly. But in that situation, it's like, okay, if Paxson would have missed that shot, John Paxson missed it, not Jordan.
Yeah. All right, let's just finish it. There's about 20 seconds left.
So all those cameras that were working basically for Michael Jordan. Not
were they on his payroll? Can you prove that they were on his payroll?
They were building the Come Fly With Me, the Air Jordan videos. That's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong.
That was not naturally spoken.
Okay.
He's not.
That was rehearsed.
Okay.
Look, hey, he's not wrong about that at all.
So, no, he's not wrong in the point that Michael Jordan did have people filming his stuff there.
Dude, how many during his career, like, Michael Jordan documentaries came out?
Come Fly With Me.
Yeah. And, I mean, like, what was the one that was in the IMAX?
Is Ernest? I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just.
But the NBA allowed it because he was the face of basketball that took it out of bankruptcy.
Yeah.
No.
And grew the game worldwide because of Michael Jordan.
Absolutely, but at some point,
just like LeBron gets carte blanche.
Let's be honest. I mean, at some point,
shout out to Mike Logic.
You shouldn't be able to just move freely and do whatever the hell you want, and that's definitely what happened. So I wouldn't put it past him.
No, I wouldn't put it past Michael Jordan.
You know what I mean? I think what's happening is that Scottie Pippen is starting to spill the beans because, number one, like I said, to me, this is a publicity stunt all the way.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
This is him trying to sell that digit vodka or digit whiskey or whatever the hell. I don't understand what that means. Is he trying to tell you that he, like, puts his hand in each batch? Like, I don't. What does that mean? Digits? That's the name of the whiskey. Digits. That's terrible. That's terrible. But I bet you it's real good because he is super drunk, and that's the only thing that explains what the hell is going on.
He must have to put his own digits into that whiskey to taste good.
No, thank you. No, I mean, look, Pip sounds like he's bitter, wants to sell some whiskey, wants to be famous, and I feel like right now he's at a point in his life where he's like, for everything I accomplish, I should be way more famous, but I will never be that famous because every time somebody sees me, the first thing they think isn't Scottie Pippen, it's Michael Jordan. Hey, it's Michael Jordan here.
Or his wife cheating left and right.
Well, that doesn't help either. That does not. Well, I mean, when your wife is basically just a different scale model of Mrs. Potato Head, I mean,
she does hang with the Kardashians, so
I love parts of you, but not you as a whole.
Mm-hmm. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
We all know that 2020 was no joke, and with an ever-changing world climate, many people are looking for a new opportunity. Guys, are you looking for a career that rewards effort and makes you feel valued as a team member? Let me tell you a little about our friends at ACSI. ACSI is a certified RCN business agent. They provide the same RCN services with a personalized touch. Their sales and technician teams work hand in hand, ensuring your experience will be smooth and pleasant. Gone are the days of being transferred from one person to the next. At ACSI, they handle everything from start to finish. It's never been so easy to get internet service. ACSI is a growing Chicagoland company that encourages personal growth and rewards perseverance. As they expand, they're looking for passionate, responsible, and honest professionals to join their team. A career with ACSI means you'll be part of a hardworking, flexible, and dynamic team that is a leader in the installation of cable and internet services in the Chicagoland area. Best of all, ACSI was awarded Hacia's 2020 Contractor of the Year Award. Are you ready to grow with a local Chicago company on the rise? Check out acsi.tech and click on careers to get started. That's acsi.tech and click on careers. Welcome back to the True Chicago Sports Fans Podcast with E-Roc and Big-Z.
Yeah.
Time to touch bases with our baseball teams. This is 3 Up and 3 Down.
I think I'll perplex him with my slow ball.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
Yo, E, what's going on with these Cubbies, man?
Go, Cubs, go! Go, Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gone.
Yeah, man. The Cubs threw the 7th no-hitter of 2021, which ties the modern era since 1900. The ALNL mark also set in 1990, 91, 2012, and 2015. It was the 17th no-hitter in Cubs history, the most recent one coming from Alec Mills last season against the Brewers. Look, I mean, we had Zach Davies. How is he a part of any type of no-hitter in life? And then you had the back end of that awesome Bulls bullpen for the Chicago Cubs. Tepera, Chafin, and Kimbrel. They're killers.
And I don't think they even knew, right? The bullpen didn't even know.
No. So because of where the bullpen is in relation to the scoreboard, they can only see a part of it. So they didn't realize there was no hits. So they just went out there and did their thing.
Which is great.
Oh, it was fantastic.
No pressure.
So here, what I found, what I thought was funny, was a few amazing facts about this Cubs no-hitter, the combined no-hitter.
Oh, boy.
The Cubs have 16 single-pitcher no-hitters in franchise history and 17 no-hitters overall. It's tied for the 4th most amongst teams, trailing over only the Dodgers, the White Sox.
Of course.
The White Sox.
That's White Sox, of course.
And
Stay out of White Sox
the Red
business.
Sox. The White Sox got 20. Cubs have 17. Whatever. And prior to Thursday night's combined no-hitter, the last no-hitter thrown by an opponent at Dodger Stadium was also by the Cubs when Jake Arrieta blanked the Dodgers on August 30, 2015, during one of the best stretches in baseball of all time for a Cubs pitcher and Jake Arrieta and all of us. It was amazing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not really happy about that, but happy for Chicago.
The Cubs had 8 walks in the game, which was goofy as hell. The Cubs became the first opposing team to throw no-hitters at Dodger Stadium twice, and which opened in 1962 and is the oldest NL park behind Wrigley. So the Cubs went out there. They love playing in old parks. That makes sense, and they did their thing. The Dodgers are the first reigning World Series champ to be no-hit since the 2013 Giants were no-hit by Homer Bailey. First of all,
Bailey, wow.
Homer Bailey for the Reds. I mean, like, how are you not a batter? Like, why are you a pitcher? That doesn't make any damn sense. That's a terrible name for a pitcher.
He couldn't hit no home runs. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, we are getting to the point where how special do no hitters feel?
Well, I'm not going to say this is not a no-hitter because it's a no-hitter, regardless of if you do it as a team or as an individual. Is it more special when one guy does it? Yes.
Absolutely.
But in my opinion, it may be harder when you pull in 4 or 5 other pitchers in there because they all throw different things. The matchups are completely different.
Right.
I think it's harder to do that as a team.
As a team, absolutely. I mean, like it's more common for an individual player to do it than it is. And funny enough that the Cubs have actually had a couple in the last few years. You had, like I said, Alec Mills, you had Arrieta, and then Zambrano a few years ago. So, I mean, like, and you guys had Rodon. It's interesting to see how often it's happening because before it was no hitter. Oh my God, won a season. And now it's like, we're at like 7 already. You know what I mean? So we don't want to harp on the spin rate, but
yeah.
All right, man. What is going on the south side?
White Sox.
The Chicago White Sox and the Diamondbacks are discussing a potential trade with Eduardo Escobar. The White Sox are in need of a second baseman,
right?
And he can also play the outfield. So this is a versatile player. So the White Sox are trying to do this, but it looks like the D-backs are saying, yeah, I want this guy, that guy, and that guy's. And what I'm saying is they want Kopech, Collins, and or Berger. So first of all, Collins caught 2 no-hitter two shutouts this year.
Yep.
On a no-hitter and a shutout, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have Kopech, who's coming off injury, is supposed to be like one of our pitchers going into the future. So why would I trade two good players for a journeyman?
I mean, if it was me, I would just give him burger and fry and
shake.
Just
All right. White Sox first baseman Jose Abreu left Sunday's 3-2 loss to the Seattle Mariners after getting hit by a pitch on the left knee. X-rays were negative, according to the team. Oh, yeah. If you saw it, it's
painful.
The sound that ball made off the side of his knee was just, I was like, please. And then he slammed his helmet in pain. He couldn't even get up. So for Jose Abreu, who's been banged up all year, and still playing through all the pain and all the injuries, he could not get up.
Well, again, this is the difference between hurt and injured.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I'm a big dude, and I've been hit with those, and not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun. The White Sox said he has a bruised knee in his day-to-day. He's not playing for 10 days, I guarantee you that. Like, you'll see tomorrow, they'll put him retroactive. Manager Tony Russo said the team will know more in the next 24 hours. Abreu, who's 34, was nailed.
I did not know he was 34.
I am 12. He was nailed by reliever JT Chargonis in the bottom of the sixth inning by a 96-mile-an-hour sinker.
Can you say that name again?
No.
Is that Chargois?
Chargonis?
There's no N at the end. There's no N in the word at all.
It doesn't matter. He hit my guy. F him.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
F him. All right, so this is a huge blow for the White Sox because they've already lost 5 outfielders and their everyday second baseman, and now they lose their captain.
Dude, what? I don't understand.
You talk about it being injury prone as far as the season. Like you're not going to be able to win a championship if you're missing 6 guys.
No. Unfortunately, really, I mean, that's going to be the key to what happens this season because you're at a point where, you're looking for this trade now, and you're going to have to. You're trying to replace so many guys at this point, and you're running out of gas. You don't have anyone else to replace.
Right. So now you have. Here's the issue because you have your bench players. Your Luis Garcia. Your Goodwin.
Yeah.
What's his the fast guy we got? Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Hamilton. Hamilton's hurt too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's hurt too.
Yeah.
Angle.
Yeah.
Eaton.
Yeah.
All these guys are hurt, and you have Luis Garcia playing out there. Like he's a bench player. He should play twice a week. He should not be playing every day. And yet, the Sox sit at 45-32, still in first place in the division, and this is all due to the Cleveland team, who has lost the entire starting staff.
Yeah,
they're all injured.
Yeah.
So that's and as it was, Cleveland couldn't hit to save their lives. But now they're losing their best assets, which is their pitching. And we're sitting up 2.5.
Well, then Naylor went out today too, or a couple days ago. So that's another guy, and he's been hitting home runs.
Right. He's been. I remember when they played you guys.
Yeah.
You're like, who is this guy? I'm like, I hate him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hate him too because he kills the Sox.
Yeah, he drives me. I was so it looked like a Muppet hitting home runs. I was like, what the hell
I
is
got
this
him on
guy?
my fantasy league, and he was doing great for me. And now all of a sudden, I'm done for the season.
I never heard of this guy before.
Yeah, well.
And I was like, and I love the Muppets.
And honestly, right now at this point for the White Sox, I mean, what are you guys going to bring in next? Your grounds crew? Because that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take to keep people on the field.
We got to do something. I mean,
it sucks that's going.
So
down,
I mean, they're looking at different trades. They're looking at the kid from the Marlins. Obviously, what the problem is that MLB knows that they're in the desperation mode. They know they have to fill a need, so they're going to ask for the world.
I think that this year we have all these teams like doing these like cool like City Connect uniforms and things like that. I mean, but if we want something that's truly going to speak to the players, they should just go out there in hospital gowns at this point because this is terrible.
That'd be a lot of ass. Former White Sox and now Mariner reliever Hector Santiago is taken out of Sunday's game for having a substance in his glove.
Substance.
I don't know what it was, and I don't want to.
Put your weed in there.
Yeah, he was ejected, and his glove is on the way to the league office to be further examined. He's the first pitcher to be caught for the said offense.
Wait, did they put it in a plastic bag before they took it out?
Yes, they did.
That's not true because there was a Cubs minor leaguer that got caught with a whole lot of a substance, and they took his ass first.
I'm in danger.
So we did it first. I'm just saying.
Okay, Breaking Bad. All right, let's change gears here a little bit. Miss Reinsdorf, Marta Reinsdorf, the wife of Bulls and White Sox chairman Jerry Reinsdorf, died peacefully Monday afternoon following a long illness. Ms. Reinsdorf was 85 and surrounded by family at her home in Paradise Valley, Arizona. The White Sox said in announcing her passing, an acclaimed fine arts creator of colorful. Yeah, I knew you leaned in when I was going to say. I have no idea how to say this.
Cloisonné?
Cloisonné. Yeah, colorful cloisonné jewelry. Whatever.
That was the moment I was waiting for.
Yeah, I saw that. You leaned in. I saw that. I was like, corner of my eye. Great peripherals. She designed 5 of the 6 NBA championship rings and designed the White Sox World Series championship ring in 2005.
Oh,
She loved to bake and loved dogs.
May she rest in peace.
May she rest in peace. Let's take a pause for the cause and hear a word from our sponsors.
With my slow ball.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
We all know that 2020 was no joke, and with an ever-changing world climate, many people are looking for a new opportunity. Guys, are you looking for a career that rewards effort and makes you feel valued as a team member? Let me tell you a little about our friends at ACSI. ACSI is a certified RCN business agent. They provide the same RCN services with a personalized touch. Their sales and technician teams work hand in hand, ensuring your experience will be smooth and pleasant. Gone are the days of being transferred from one person to the next. At ACSI, they handle everything from start to finish. It's never been so easy to get internet service. ACSI is a growing Chicagoland company that encourages personal growth and rewards perseverance. As they expand, they're looking for passionate, responsible, and honest professionals to join their team. A career with ACSI means you will be part of a hardworking, flexible, and dynamic team that is a leader in the installation of cable and internet services in the Chicagoland area. Best of all, ACSI was awarded Hacia's 2020 Contractor of the Year Award. Are you ready to grow with a local Chicago company on the rise? Check out acsi.tech and click on careers to get started. That's acsi.tech and click on careers.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Welcome back to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast with E-Roc and Big-Z. Yeah. It's that time again, brother.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is.
Oh, boy.
It's time for Stirring the Pot.
Oh, man.
All right, brother. It's summertime. We stay with this theme.
Okay.
All right. You have 2 options.
If you must.
You have 2 options. Do you get a sundae from McDonald's or do you go to Wendy's and get a Frosty? Doesn't matter the flavors. You got to pick one of the 2. And you might be lactose intolerant at this point.
I mean, like, hold on. I just want to say, as the resident adult, both of those things are terrible. You should go get some real ice cream.
I was gonna say you got to pick one, man.
They're both bad.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna give you one answer because it's the only one that's ever actually available, and it's a Frosty because that McDonald's ice cream machine is still broken every time.
Every time.
Hey,
Every time.
McDonald's gotta have like a Frosty flag. I mean, a Sunday flag, the ice cream machine flag in front. If it's half-mast, it's broken.
It's terrible. It's there. I don't understand. It doesn't matter what you add. Can I have a shake? No. Can I have a sundae? No. Can I have a McFlurry? No. Why? It's broken.
It's not broken. They're just being lazy.
I don't understand. How is it always broken?
They don't want to clean the machine.
You're gonna tell me that in the age of the future right now, we can now find a technician to fix these damn ice cream machines for these poor kids that just want an ice cream?
No.
What is going on here?
You know, it's just they're being lazy. That's all they're doing. There's an app for that. You know that, right? There's an app for McDonald's ice cream machines. It tells you which ones are broken and not broken.
Stop.
Oh, wow.
I guarantee.
First of all,
genius.
First
Genius.
of all, I'm jealous because all I would have to do is make an app that says when you open it up, it just has all of them. Yeah. And then that's it.
Yay, I made money.
Yeah,
All right, before we get out of here, what are you watching, Gigantor?
Well, I just recently watched the Fast and the Furious movie.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Oh, don't spoil it. Do not spoil it. I gotta
spoilers.
see it.
If you're a fan, you might like it. If you're not a fan, you're definitely not going to like it.
Well, yeah, I mean, every one of these movies gets outlandishly stupid.
Oh,
when I'm talking about the stunts, and it's unbelievable.
It's goofy.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the same time, it's a popcorn movie, and like that's what I like about it. That's the aspect I like about these Fast and the Furious movies. But I do have one person who's a huge Fast and the Furious fan, and halfway through he said, if I would have drove here today, I would have gone home by now.
Fast and Furiously.
Yeah, pretty much. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's a popcorn flick. So
do I need to go to the theater and watch this, or can I watch this when it comes out at home?
It depends on your fandom. If you really, really, really like the series, go watch it in the theater.
I mean, I have an amazing surround sound that shakes the house.
I'm gonna tell you right now where I'll be watching it.
On the toilet?
Nowhere, because I would never watch that. It's terrible. I can't watch it. Did they reach space yet? That's what they kept teasing me. I'm just saying, like, how fast and furious do you have to go to get to space?
Fast 10 is going to be fighting the aliens.
Why?
Let me just say,
how is this a thing? I remember when the first one came out in like the early 2000s.
Have you seen it since?
No.
Have you watched the first one since?
No.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It is so bad.
It can't be worse than the rest of them.
The first four were more grounded, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
If you watch the last like four, you'll be like,
the submarine and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Stop. Are you for real?
There was a submarine last one.
There was a tank.
There's a tank, submarine. Yeah.
I just remember when the first one came out and everyone came out of the theater and sat. It doesn't matter what car you had. You were in your minivan revving that engine like
neutral. You're a neutral driving it. I'm gonna drop it in the drive.
You're like,
and then you broke your transmission.
You're like,
yeah, neutral drops. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you rip up your transmission.
Z, what you been watching, man?
I've been watching Low-Key. Low-Key has been a phenomenal show.
Yes.
It's one of those shows that I have to watch over and over again to catch all the Easter eggs. And then I also finished Teen Titans. Second season was a little bit slower, but it sets up for the third season, which is coming out soon.
It should be good.
It should be good. And I'm also excited, like we were talking about off-air, Succession is coming out through HBO as well.
One of my best shows.
It is a phenomenal show. You want to talk about corporate greed and dysfunctional families? Yeah, that's what you're going to see. Lots of cocaine, lots of drinking. Yeah, all that crazy stuff. Yeah.
Awesome.
What are you watching, E?
I just finished watching Working Moms.
Oh,
and
boy.
if you haven't seen this, it's
boy.
hilarious. It's really geared towards parents. Obviously, it's called Working Moms. So
that's why you like it.
If you're a mom. But no, first of all, the show stars Catherine Reitman, who is the daughter of Ivan Reitman, who directed Ghostbusters and many other movies. So it's the lady with the weird lip. You know exactly who she is. Anyway, she's funny. I mean, it's a good show. The way that they move throughout life. I mean, it's kind of funny to me because we think about guys being like gross and then like women are allowed to be gross, and it's kind of a view of how women interact with each other. You know what I mean? Outside of guys, because we all act different.
Right.
Guys are just guys no matter where we go. We're just gross all the time. It doesn't matter. But women are like, I'm going to be gross in secret. And I'm like, good for you.
Please keep it a secret.
Yeah. Hey, you do what you do.
You're married. It's different.
Look.
Hi, Kim.
It's a funny show. I enjoyed it. And check it out.
Can I just add an honorable mention? Another show that I started watching just on a whim, and it's actually enjoyable, is that Mighty Ducks Game Changers. If you're a fan of the Mighty Ducks movies from back in the days, which I grew up watching, it's actually kind of good.
With Joshua Jackson and Emilio Estevez and the rest of those kids.
Emilio Estevez makes a return.
You mean Pacey?
Yes, that is
Yeah,
Pacey.
Pacey.
Yeah, I know you had a crush on him.
Hey.
Team Dawson, baby. Team Dawson.
Okay, first of all,
I was Team Joey, so I don't know.
wait, so you took it from both sides. Hey!
No, but yeah, if you have kids and stuff, they might like it. It's cool. It teaches about teamwork and stuff like that. So,
Nice.
it's pretty good.
it's a good sports theme show to go out on, because that is it for today, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. A big thank you to our sponsors, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, ACSI, and Grit Clothing Company. Don't forget to go to gritclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for keyword True Chicago and use our promo code TrueFan15 at checkout for 15% off of your entire order. That's TrueFan15. Go and get yourself a shirt right now.
Yes,
or
sir.
2 or 3.
And don't forget to check out our new friends at acsi.tech and check out their career section to start a new exciting career in the communications industry. Shout out to Mike Logic and Ideal. The new episode of the AllNet podcast is available every other Monday. Check them out right now for the best analysis of NBA playoffs, soon to be finals. And don't forget to check out the Shine Native Radio podcast, now available on all major platforms. Mike Logic, Ideal, Throw MC in Words, talk about sports, movies, and all types of ill spit. Go and check them out right now. Shout out to Ronesh and shout out to Panic for the beats we played on today's show. Check out paniconthebeat.com for all your Moment merch and gear. And don't forget to check us out on social media. You can find us at True Chi Fans on Twitter. That's at True CHI Fans on Twitter and on TikTok. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and reach out to us. We want to hear from you. We want your stirring the pot ideas, your movie recommendations. You can tell us we're great. You can tell us we're dumb. We just want to hear from you.
That's right.
Have a good time with us. You can also reach us at True Chicago Sports Fans at gmail.com. A big shout out to today's guest host, Gigantor, in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for being on the show with us, man.
Thanks for having me. It was fun. And Chicago, do it up.
All right, y'all. For Big Z and Gigantor, this is E-Roc. We'll see you next week for episode 52. Until then, be good to each other.
For the love of sports.
Yum, 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 yum.
It's because you take it from both sides.
Sheesh.
Whoa.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
You are now on the inside of what I like to call the Burns family circle of trust.
A few moments later.
You have a lot of incest.
That's real.
Shut your mouth.
Lover boy.
Nature versus nurture, Lodge. Nature always wins.
I think he's on steroids.
Hasta luego, amigos. That's all. I shouldn't have had those artichoke poppers.